Why, hello there. Welcome to Replay. I'm Andrew Reiner. That's Joe Juba.
Hello.
Ben Reeves.
Hello.
Alex Stadnick.
Welcome back, people we just left 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, we just did a live stream for Bleeding Edge. Now we're traveling back to September 14th, 2004 for a look back at Fable from Lionhead Studios and Microsoft. This is being played at the Anniversary Edition on 360, originally on Xbox. Ben Reeves is our internal chicken chaser, so he's going to be playing.
Yeah. You guys ready for this?
Yeah,
Born
do it.
ready.
Oh, boy. Hold on
love
to
this
your
series.
butts.
All three of them. I know some of you just like two of them.
Yep, I just like two of them.
Reeves is in the 2 camp as well.
I mean, I think 3 is okay.
I didn't even finish 3,
Oh.
which for me is outrageous considering
Yeah.
how much I loved 1 and 2.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it just did not do it for me.
Alex, are you right? Do you like all three of them?
I no comment. I love 2 and I like a lot of 3, but it just didn't hit the highs of 2.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Oakvale,
we're talking about Fable Heroes is the third one, right?
Yeah. Fable Legends.
the Connect game.
Yeah.
Oakvale, is that next to Riverdale?
Yes.
Same spot.
Yeah, Jughead frequents the
Deep
pie
in
shop.
forest of Albion, there's a small town of Oakvale, unchanged by time and untouched by the sword.
And it stayed that way forever.
The end.
Yeah.
Here lived a boy and his family, a boy dreaming of greatness.
Daniel
one day
Griffiths
a hero.
on YouTube says, looking forward to this. I started at 2 and I loved it. That was my entry point too.
Sometimes he imagined himself
Started when he was 2 years old?
Yep.
Wow.
Started playing Fable at 2 years old.
Did you ever? So,
and
Alex,
other
you went
times
back and
he
played
dreamt he'd be
the
an
first one?
evil
I don't think I finished 1,
Mm.
but I did go back to it after a certain point. But it's been a long time.
Yeah.
destiny that lay
So you came into it, I mean, so like for me, I remember like leading up to the launch of 1, there were all these like crazy like promises, like expectations were set really high.
Yeah.
Were you like divorced from all of that because you weren't aware of
Yeah.
of all the like crazy Peter Molyneux
Yeah,
things he had said?
Yeah, I think I was ready for this type of game at the time when 2 came out, and I wasn't expecting the grandioseness that Mr. Molyneux likes to push. So I think that made 2 even better for me. And it has one of the best dogs in games. That always helps.
Maybe
Yeah.
the best midriff in games, too. We're not hiding that. It's just right there.
All right, here we go. Wow. Right now I have 0 good points, apparently.
Look at you go.
How many bad points?
Oh,
Well, 1. There's one thing I really like about Fable as a series and the sort of world that they create is the concept of heroes. What? The concept of heroes, but of heroes not necessarily being good people. Like
Yeah.
Right.
heroes with a capital H just means like you are a person of note within this world who has done significant accomplishments, some good and some evil,
Yeah.
oh,
like kicking chickens.
So
take
you
that,
need to
chicken.
go right there.
So I got to talk to this guy again.
Yeah.
I was just here.
Let me hear some good reports about your behavior, and I'll give you some money for your sister's birthday present.
I don't like what they did to the faces here.
Oh, I got to do stuff first.
Do good
look right.
things.
Gotta do good things. Come on.
This was definitely Fable 2 was kind of my second
Oh, can I
entry
steal stuff? Is that
into the super choice-based stuff where you could be anti-hero, villain, or hero. Mass Effect was the first, but that resonated with me so much. And I think Fallout 3 was around that same time too.
Fable 3 had the king stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
not gonna
good
go
game.
there. It's-
It's a good game.
It would.
It is until you get to the king stuff, maybe.
It's a good game set, everyone.
I think it's. I definitely think it's one of those things, though. If it wouldn't have been called Fable, I think it would have had a better reception. But it just didn't live up to the highs of 2. I don't
Fable
think.
3?
Yeah.
Problem is it played exactly like Fable 2, so
Yeah.
that was part of the problem.
Yeah.
Except it was worse.
Right.
Yeah. Remember, this was called Project Ego back in the day.
We even put that on our cover as Project Ego.
I remember that.
Our little ones, and I'm supposed to be working.
That's a rule that I don't think. Like, how many games have we put on our cover that only had code names? I don't think we do that.
I'll give you a
I can't think of another example.
Yeah. Kane and Lynch was almost called Bad Bad Men.
Yeah.
Borderlands was almost called Pandora.
What do people want to do with this one?
But even those, oh yeah.
Should we take a
No,
bribe?
we want to be good.
We do?
Well,
He
I mean,
said he'd
I
give you
don't,
something.
but I
Right now,
everyone.
you want to be good, right?
Just don't
Okay.
tell my wife. I can't let her find out about this.
Ah, scummy.
Yeah. So
We'll
is
kill
it-
him later.
Is it good to like
Go tell his wife.
keep a guy's secret?
Immediately tell his wife.
Tell
go
his
tell his
wife.
wife.
So
Tell
this
his
is
wife.
an instance of being a good person that you like, Joe?
Yeah.
You just like seeing harm happen to anyone in any way.
You know, I used to really love going just like full into the evil playthroughs. I don't know that I can really do that so much anymore. I think part of it is that games are just like less. You're going less cartoonishly evil or good, and like the more you get actually involved in the characters and in the world, the less you want to see just like hilariously terrible things happen.
I would say Karth
That's
from
interesting.
KOTOR is a really well-written, realistic character that you just want to see harm come to.
Yeah, see, I don't mind being evil in the KOTOR games, but
Especially to fine folk like your good self. Some little girl I saw
It's kind of like
such
the
a
uncanny valley of evil.
it is a little bit actually. Like the closer you get to a world that I feel invested in, the less I want to mess with it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, something like KOTOR, for example, Star Wars is such an established
Sure.
world that it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, or it's like, hey, you can poison the water supply of this entire planet. And you're like, well, there's other planets to go to.
Yeah.
I'll kill everyone here and then leave.
Well, another interesting part about the KOTOR example, though, is also that that's a universe that you always see through the lens of good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Almost always, yeah.
yeah, almost. I mean, unless you're really going into expanded universe stuff, but like mainly it's the story of like the hero's triumph. So I liked being evil in KOTOR because it's also just a different angle on the Force and the way that stuff works. But
All right, we got to do some good.
Yeah, we need some money so I can buy candy for my sister.
You got to find something for a
You
girl.
gotta find
You know
something.
what they say.
ooh,
Here we go.
Oh.
tell the wife.
With some woman I don't doubt.
Well, she already knows.
Oh well,
Run
okay.
his house, bring up his children, and what do I get in return? Nothing. If you
Nothing.
find him, let me know, won't you?
Yes.
Oh, I know. If you know, you know.
okay.
Yes.
All right, here we
You
go.
have? Right. I'm gonna turn him into balverine food.
What's a bothering?
Thank you.
Got
young
him. It's
sir,
the,
for telling
isn't
me.
it the giant werewolves?
Actually, I really
that right?
like the way this game. Yes, it is the wolfy things. I really like this intro to this game. I think it's a really good way to introduce you to
Yeah,
the good and evil concept, how you like interact with the world.
and you get to be a boy,
Yeah.
you know, and then you grow. Like, it's a nice
Yeah.
coming of age story.
Oh, thank goodness.
And I am a sucker for in a game when you get to see a look at a place early on and then you actually get to go to that place again later.
Yep.
I love that. So like you can go back to Oakvale later and it's like, oh, I remember this place. A little like or like Nibelheim in Final Fantasy VII.
Sure, sure. How long do you think it'll be until we get to that in Final Fantasy VII? Remake.
10 years, 20 years.
Let's see.
I mean, they show a tease of it in the trailer, right?
Let's take it one game at a time. I don't know. I'm actually going. I'm trying.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing a blackout on Final Fantasy VII.
Don't wanna spoil the ending for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clouds in it.
It's more like
that's where I'm at.
it's part of the fun for FF7 for me is like seeing what's different. How do these characters look? How does this new music sound? How are they handling these new
What do you gotta do?
scenarios?
Yeah.
I gotta either stand here, or I can smash all the boxes. What should I do?
Smash
Well,
the
You've already
box.
wasted all your time, dude.
Well, no,
Smash
I'm
'em.
supposed to either stand here or
mean-
smash the boxes.
I mean, like, people worked really hard to stack those boxes if you've had to smash them. I want to get a Joe as the demon and me as the angel. I think that's a good thing for this.
Should I smash them or not? That's
You're out of
Well,
time.
it's too late now. Indecision made your choice.
Sort of smashing. Oh, here he comes. There's a few dents in this box.
Thanks, lad. You've done me a big favour. I'll let your dad know what a splendid watchman you made.
What do you think of their big hands?
I like it.
Kind of freaks me
I
out.
could go smash the boxes now, right?
I like the
He'd be
aesthetic.
upset, yeah.
I like the aesthetic of this game a lot. The way like the hands, the armor feels very like chunky.
Mhm.
I like it.
Uh-oh. I got both bad and good. Wait, could you somehow have bad and good
Yeah.
maxed out in this game?
I don't know if you could do
No,
both at
it
once.
That doesn't
goes-
seem right. It's a
it's-
spectrum, right?
Yeah, it swings.
Daniel Griffiths on YouTube points out John Cleese, Simon Pegg, Stephen Fry, as good as any series or movie for a voice cast.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild how many good actors they got there. Oof. It's a scary child.
Yeah. You need to come back when he's an adult and kill him.
I don't think his body could hold up his head. in real life.
What?
What is that?
Ben turned into a lantern.
Lantern Man.
Yellow Lantern.
Oh wait, so I can either fight that guy or this guy
Oh, take him out because you're going to come back and kill that kid later.
when he's an adult.
Have the element of surprise.
That is a thing you could do in this game when you have enough money. You can just like go in, massacre everyone, buy up all the property, like the empty houses that no longer have anyone in it, and then when you come back, like eventually people are basically just paying you rent for the houses
Yep.
that you stole from them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
It's good. Well, you didn't steal it. You paid. You bought it.
After murdering hundreds.
Yeah,
That's
well.
fine.
Is that all we needed?
The teddy bear?
No, good points.
Yeah, we needed what, 3? Maybe?
Yeah, I think you got it, man.
I don't know.
Go see your daddy.
To Joe's point, I think that just shows that if you're rich enough, you can do anything you want.
Yeah,
There
that's
is-
a
do
good,
I
that's a
have
good
gold
lesson.
yet?
You little ruffian.
Wait, what? Am I in trouble for?
Reports that you've been doing bad deeds.
All right.
Mm.
You can only buy one next-gen system.
Okay.
Mm.
Sony unveils PS5 and Horizon 2's on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Microsoft fully unveils Xbox and a new Fable's on it.
Okay.
Which do you buy?
Ooh, what was the PS4? The PS5 one?
Horizon 2.
Oh, I'll buy the Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all in on Xbox if that's the case.
But like, wait a second. Wait.
But you
hold on.
don't,
Wait a
you don't
second.
know who's making it. You don't know what it is.
Well, and also they've said like Xbox is not going to have any exclusives for like 2 years.
But in this scenario, didn't you just say Fable was on it?
Yeah. It's
But
so
you can also-
enhanced
but you-
enhancing PC.
Yeah.
You
It just
downloaded too
exploded.
much porn and there's so much spam and just all sorts of bad bugs on it.
Ah, yes.
This is bad news for me.
No, I grew up on Xbox. I want if Halo's good, that's all I'm gonna spend
Yeah.
my time on. Like, and Fable is one of my favorites and used to be a staple of Microsoft.
Too, man.
Horizon.
Yeah.
Big next gen robot dinosaurs?
Well, but how do you know Fable's not going to have that?
I'm guessing it's going to have chickens.
If we remove the console war element of it and just like which of those 2 games potentially would you be more excited for?
It's not as much fun.
I know, but I think I think of those 2, I'd probably be a little more stoked for a new Fable.
Okay. 3-1. I'm going down again.
I enjoyed Horizon. Horizon was a very good game, but
Yeah.
there's something a little more like overtly RPG about Fable that I think I get more into.
Yeah.
Oh, but what would you rather play, Reiner? Would you rather play Horizon 2 or Fable 3? Which you've said is the best game of all
man.
time.
Yeah, Fable 3, the king stuff is really neat.
Says everyone. Yes.
I'm happy we don't live in this world though where I have to choose because I do really want Horizon 2.
Horizon 2 is awesome.
Yeah.
Or Horizon.
Yeah.
Horizon 2,
Wait.
just wait till you see it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
What do you know?
I'm sorry if I woke you up last night.
I can't remember. I think it was.
Dreams.
Oh, that's right, your weirdo sister. Okay.
Oh, she's so weird. I think it was Dan who we were joking on a podcast once, and I said something about like, oh, and yeah, like Fable 3 is your favorite game of all time. And you get really weird about it, like frustrated. Like, no, it's not.
Dan tagged it?
Yeah.
Come on. Let's go.
That's incredible.
How about
Back for my
okay, let's go console war even more.
Oh boy.
Breath of the Wild 2
That one.
Wait.
or Fable.
I mean, Breath of the Wild 2.
Does Breath of the Wild 2, did they fix the breakable weapon stuff?
No.
Then Fable absolutely.
They've doubled down on it. Now everything breaks.
Even your system.
Yeah, even Link.
Here we go.
His legs constantly break.
It sounded like that kid's legs broke when he jumped over the fence.
I like the idea of like you finished a shrine, you opened a treasure chest, new legs.
Pandas with Bombs on Twitch says, speaking of console wars, between you guys in the office, do you get into console wars, or is everyone of the play how you want mindset?
I'm just into it.
Reiner's into
I
it.
read the atmosphere, what's going on, and I pick a team. How I can like ruffle feathers the most. It's basically like I'm playing real life Fable.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No, there are no console warriors one way or the other in our office. I think
That's my name, Console Warrior.
Other than
in Fable.
Reiner, who's just fighting against everybody.
yeah. I think everyone kind of has systems that they generally gravitate towards, but
Yeah.
maybe that's because like, hey, most of my friends are on this one versus that one, or
Right.
I've I prefer trophies over achievements or
Yeah.
what. But I mean, like, yeah, no
Or
one.
where your friends are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friends
Yeah.
is huge for me.
But
Also,
I mean, seriously, if you're thinking of getting a PS5, you're an idiot because Fable's going to be on Xbox.
Stop this! Stop it
Yeah.
right now!
Right? Nobody wants to play Horizon 2.
Don't be a doofus.
That's all I heard for the last 5 minutes.
I do have, my shirt does say it has the Xbox and PlayStation controller high-fiving each other, says coexist, and I think we should all do that.
Yeah.
Just be happy and play games, you know?
Xbox, more like best box.
I mean, I do understand the place where that kind of grows from is not everyone can afford every system.
Right.
You have to pick one, and you want to ensure that like you make the best choice.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of like a sports team kind of mentality behind it. Where
Yep.
Yeah.
But
you
I mean,
pick your team, and that's the one you get.
but realistically for us, I mean, we play everything
Yeah.
on everything, so
Yeah, we get to play all the good stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
I did have like when Xbox One got announced, I was writing an early news story about it, and I wrote like I hyphenated it to write XB1 because we didn't know how we were gonna write it yet. And like I got a super angry email from somebody, like a fan, who's like, I can't believe you wrote X-Bone, like you hate the game, you hate the system, you're totally biased against Sony. Or I'm like, well, what?
Wow.
Like I hadn't
We
even.
are.
I know X-Bone became a thing, but that was the first time I heard of it.
Yeah.
And that guy was like, just assumed that I hated Xbox
Wait,
because
right.
I wrote X-Bone.
In this console war, the flames you're fanning here, it's anti-Sony, pro Xbox.
For the last minute.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
The way
Yeah,
it
and then
should be.
once they kind of come to my side and then the other team feels defeated, then I strike. Strike my own.
Oh wow,
Crisscross.
that's a
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
grim
Who's this guy?
situation there.
What, Reiner, the guy trying to kill a kid?
The guy trying to kill you.
Okay, these cutscenes will benefit from next gen. Spend some money, make the sequences a little better.
Although, I mean, for an original Xbox game, like this
This
looks
isn't
pretty
this
good.
is the 360 the,
This is the anniversary.
the
But
anniversary one.
I was
to
gonna
Ben's point,
say,
this was on Xbox.
this looks amazing for an original Xbox game. But
No,
it's
they
a high-res
fancied
one.
it up. I think it actually looks a little worse
Than the original?
I think when it came out, it looked better. But now I look back at this and it's like, oh, that's not how I remember this game looking. Yuck.
Lookout point. That's from Alan Wake.
Pandas with Bombs follows it up by saying, from all the coverage I see from you guys, you like to keep it super neutral. Yeah, because there's great games on everything, and you should play everything that you can.
I mean, console wars are ridiculous. It's like
Correct.
Like don't fight for a multinational entertainment conglomerate that does not care about you.
Man,
Just play what you want to play, man.
that's the truest thing I've heard all day. Joe Juba coming in with the fire.
That said, they were at each other's throats back in the 90s. Like
Oh, yeah.
advertising, they were going at each other. Like if you're thinking of getting a Saturn, your head's up Uranus. That was from Sony.
That's right.
I think Sony took shots at Nintendo because they couldn't get Final Fantasy VII on
Yeah.
cartridge.
That's incredible.
That's pretty good.
Or even back in the old, like, Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which seemed super hardcore at the time, but it's fairly tame.
Yeah.
Now they're all like, "Yo, high five."
Yeah, I love it. On Twitter, you see, like, Sony executives and Microsoft executives congratulating each other on
Yeah.
successful launches and stuff like that. I like all that.
But behind the scenes, what's really going on is like, what are they going to price their system? Because we're going to
Yeah.
come in less and we're going to crush them.
Yeah.
And then they go to social media like, "Yo,
Right.
congrats on that launch."
High five.
High
it's true.
five 99. Oh boy.
PS5 price, $5.99.
Oh, I didn't get it when you first said it. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry.
That's what
That
the
is
5's
high.
for.
What do you guys think console price is gonna be?
What was the last one? 400 out of the gate?
Xbox was 5, and then PS4 was 4. Correct?
Yeah.
Because that was the
that sounds
Because
right.
they were bundled with Kinect. That's why.
Yeah, wild man.
That doomed this series too to a degree.
I would love it to be 4 still, like $3.99. still.
Okay,
I think. Sorry, what, Reiner?
what if it's super expensive, like $1,000,
I don't
but
think
you
it's gonna
buy
be.
it like a phone,
Oh, you do like
and
a
you get
payment
your
plan
Game
thing?
Pass, you get your Xbox Live. It's all like a payment plan that you're paying for years.
Maybe that's an option. I don't think people will want
But
that.
like, what if the Series X ends up being like super high end expensive? I'm just throwing this
Yeah.
out there. It's like,
I mean, it's
because
possible.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even think about it with phones. I couldn't even tell you what the full retail price of my new phone is. I just signed up for the plan.
Oh, really?
My name's Whisper.
But you can just outright buy those phones, but they're like $1,000 or $2,000 or something. They're expensive.
Yeah.
I usually buy my phone outright.
yeah, I just
But I
buy
don't buy
phone.
the expensive one. I buy the cheapest one.
Yeah. My bet is someone's waiting to. Sony and Microsoft are waiting for one of the other two to say 500, and then the other one will undercut by like $50 or something.
I don't know. I don't
know by
think. I don't
50,
think we're going to
but-
see a discrepancy.
You think it's gonna be the same price?
I think it's going to. I think they're going to be the same price, and with the sort of brinksmanship going on right now is trying to see if that same price is 400, 450, or 500.
Yeah, and you got to wonder if one announces if the other one comes out and it's like, we're $50 less.
I'd be
and then they match, just like to try to swing the momentum.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they go for the $50 price point. Excuse me. I mean the middle point.
Yeah,
Like that's rare to see it. Like
That's
seems-
true.
That's more like a
$449.
mid-generation kind
Yeah.
of thing.
But I just can't picture someone doing 400 for this next gen.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
Man, Sony even took a shot at Microsoft this last generation with that video of Shu and Adam Boyes trading the game.
Yeah,
like,
that-
here's how you hand off a
Yeah.
game.
I loved that. That was
Here's our
that
game
was
sharing.
so good.
Yeah.
What's crazy is the PS3 when it launched was 600, and we could still be cheaper than that. Like
It
over a
was-
decade later.
Yeah.
It was $600 and a year after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A year after
Insane.
Xbox 360 launched.
You've finally pried.
Mike LeBlanc on YouTube says, could Microsoft charge more for console if it came included with a Game Pass for a year? Would that be something you guys be willing to pay for?
Maybe.
I mean, again, if it's something that's an option,
Yeah.
I think you have different sort of packages of it. But I mean, I think that what they learned with Kinect in the last generation is that like it almost doesn't matter what you include with it
Yeah.
if you don't have a base model that is the same price as your competitor's base model.
One thing I've never understood is like, remember when NES launched, you'd get like Mario Brothers and different things
Yeah.
packed in.
Yeah.
I missed
But
that.
they have all these console manufacturers have these huge back catalogs. Why don't they just launch it with like, here's the machine, it's $500, you get 50 free games with it. You know what I mean? Like Nintendo, I don't know how many games Nintendo has, or Sony. And it could be classics from PS1, 2, 3,
Yeah. That's
Uncharted. Like stuff like that.
That's interesting. I think the issue with that comes to be like, let's say that you get a PS5, you go home, you plug it in, and it's like, all right, the next generation is here. I'm gonna play some Siphon Filter 2.
Right, and that's the
You
reason
know?
I bet they don't want to do that. They want you to like, first thing you play with that game is totally like next generation, out of this world. Like, oh, I've never had this before. They want you to feel that.
Yeah.
Which is why they should.
Well, why don't you
do-
put one of those in the box? Have some classics from Naughty Dog from PS4 era, and then have some older stuff too. Like, give them like a lot of games. Like, I really never understood that. I see your point,
Yeah.
but it's like you have like,
I mean, I'm all for what you're proposing. I'm just saying I think that's probably why they don't want to do it. I
but
think we
Game
just-
Pass is effectively that kind of, right? Like,
Did we crash?
Alex, we crashed.
Oh no.
ah.
Can you get the like the menu up or anything like that?
No.
Oh
All right,
yikes.
turning off R2. Can they hear this?
What do you mean? Oh,
The R2 sound?
probably. I think you could hear it a little bit. Chat, we are sorry.
Wow.
We're
Wow.
sorry we made this game like this.
Yeah, this is on us.
Did the Xbox just overheat or? Oh, it's really not doing it.
Yeah, it's not resetting.
Chat, is there a certain
hold the button
price
down, maybe?
point that you guys want to see? There we go. Is there a certain price point you guys want to see from next gen? Is something you'd be willing to pay?
$199. What's crazy is if you look at inflation, those inflation calculators, and go back to like when the NES launched at $199, I think.
Yeah.
And like I can't remember. That's like crazy high based on inflation. So like our prices these days aren't that bad. Were we, Kedrick?
No, we were player 2.
Player 2.
Keep going. There you go. Yeah, well, and like real talk too, games shouldn't be $60 anymore. Like that was a price point set 13 years ago, something like that, and inflation would dictate that same price point is like 80 now, 85, something like that.
happened?
Like, I think that's a reason we've seen a lot of microtransactions infest the gaming sphere.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy that game prices haven't changed.
I'd be willing to pay 70.
Yeah.
But you've seen digital games change. Remember how cheap they used to be? Like when they first came out on Xbox, they were small file sizes. They couldn't go larger, but they've gone up to $20, $30, $40. But there was a point where they were like $5, $8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see that much anymore unless it's like a...
I feel like the sweet spot for them was like 15
Yeah.
when they started. With like that's when I feel like Braid and Castle Crashers were in that like 15 to 20
Yeah.
range.
Mm-hmm. Which there's still some games you can get that, but
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of games you can get for a cheaper price that are older now.
Yeah.
Not even secondary market, just digital.
yeah. Wild Samurai on Twitch says $0 Stadia for life.
All right.
What's that?
What? You still have to buy games on Stadia. That doesn't make sense.
He just wants the controller.
All right, let's try this again, shall we?
Let's try it. Though
Chicken chase.
the
out?
thing is, like, I'd be happy to go up to 70. I just wonder if the market can support that just because, like, there's so many, like, free-to-play games now. Like, you don't need to buy games if you want to
Yeah.
have a
That's
game to
that's
play.
a really good
I mean,
point. Yeah.
It's
This
just
is-
weird.
For me, this is coming from a place of privilege in the sense that like, you know,
You're an adult with money.
yeah, I think that's part of it, and the fact that I recognize that the kinds of games that I like to play, like development is expensive, and the kinds of games that I like to play, like big single player games, like they cost a lot of money to make, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to pay a little more for that.
I would too.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a weird world. I don't know how we can go back to what we were used
You'll
to.
be sharing this room with Whisper.
Okay, we didn't go too far behind, right?
I'm,
Time to wake
yeah,
up.
like
Yeah.
we talk about Game Pass being like awesome, and I totally agree. It's great. I'm scared poopless of this thing that that it is. I'll be playing a game and then it'll be like we're delisting this next month. You know, you see that happen. It is even happening on Game Pass. There's games that disappear
Yeah.
when a
Yeah.
new month rolls around.
I didn't know that. That
Oh, yeah.
happens
Yep.
on
Yeah.
Game Pass, huh?
Yeah. They let
So
you know
same
when
thing
they're
like
taking it
Netflix
off,
and all
yeah.
that. Yeah. Stadia, they just without warning pulled all of Blizzard's games or GeForce Now. They pulled all of Blizzard's games off.
Microsoft too. Like there was a lot of developers that wanted their stuff off of it.
All right, lad. It's
So that scares me about the streaming age. Like downloading games, love it. Physical games, love it. They're great for presents. But like streaming, the ease of and getting so much stuff is great, but you just never know what's going to happen in that space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First party's a pretty safe bet. You know, Microsoft's probably never going to pull the Halos off of there now. But anything like if you're 80 hours into a Fallout game
that's more like it.
and you have another 100 to go, there's a chance that might get pulled, right?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know,
I
but
guess
it,
that's a little well, yeah.
You
that
could
is
buy it
nerve-wracking.
then.
Yeah.
it
But
also,
then it's defeating the purpose of the intent of that service, right?
yeah. It also just seems like a dubious future. Like
I'll wait for you at the Guildwood's entrance.
I don't know. I guess we're seeing the things like streaming services like for shows and movies. You know, Netflix, Amazon, Hulu do have things that they themselves fund, like for the exclusivity on their platform. But like, for the most part, it doesn't seem like being a game just available on Game Pass. I don't see how that pays for development of that game.
Right. And that's part of the rub, right? Like
Well, yeah.
if you are into that Fallout game, you want to continue it. Well, guess what? They opened the door for you and let you play in that world for a while. Now go buy it.
Yeah.
Right. That's kind of the intent of these third parties to a degree. You know, like when I see a game like Children of Morta just kind of immediately be on Game Pass, it's just like, whoa, that wasn't even out for what, 2 months, and it's already. I don't even need to buy it now.
Well, I mean, Microsoft pays the company some money for that.
Right, but it's is like Joe's saying, like, is it enough? Well, I hope so.
I mean, yeah, I have to imagine it's more than they were making, right?
Yeah, it has to be lucrative for them in
Well, once the
some
game's
way.
out for a couple months,
Yeah.
it might not be selling that much. Unless
Or
you're
what
like
if-
Stardew Valley or something?
Yeah, it's like, what if it ends up being like the next big thing? Yep, they're locked into this deal, and they're not going to make any money off it because 50 million people downloaded their game. But
Yeah, I mean,
are there things on the back end? It's like, we just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys still get the physical discs when you can, or are you just all digital downloads at this point?
Yeah,
depends.
when I buy a new game, I usually buy a physical.
I prefer to go physical myself. There were a few years when I was going all digital because
Really?
I was like, oh, how convenient! I just really like this. But yeah, these days I go back to physical unless, like, the most recent example for me would be something like I own most of the Yakuza games digitally. So when the time comes to like, well, I'm going to buy that remaster that includes like 3, 4, and 5. It's like, well, I already have all the other ones digitally, so I'm going to buy that one digitally. Like, just in terms of a collection, I don't want just a standalone disc. But if it's just like a one-off game, I always buy those physically.
Yeah, for a while, for me, it was, I want to make sure I own this thing. Like,
Yeah.
ownership is a big thing. So, like, having the disc meant a lot, but it doesn't anymore. Like, this
'Cause,
game,
yeah.
this game we're playing, we don't have to handshake with Microsoft Service. It doesn't need a patch. But nowadays, the disc is just part of the process,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, for
Well,
instance,
yeah, it just speeds up the install.
one of my physical PS4 games is No Man's Sky. Like, how pointless is it to have the original disc of
Yeah.
No Man's Sky
Sky,
at this
yeah.
point, right?
a big thing for me is, like, the pack-ins, too. Like, I love collector's editions.
Yeah.
Especially for the big games. If you get a statue or something, I just think that's so cool. Opening those big boxes. I don't know. It's
It is-
expensive, but they're awesome.
was
It
gonna
is fun, and it's fun to look at that stuff like once. You know, then at some point, a lot of those.
But if you're really excited for something, I don't know, it amplifies it for
well,
me.
yes, but the problem I've had is like I've had so many times where I bought the big edition and like got burned on like what's inside. It's
Yeah.
like the statue doesn't look as cool
Yeah.
as it did in photos, and it's just
Or
like,
the Infinity Stones look like garbage.
yeah,
Or
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Or
Statues are hit or miss.
the bag isn't canvas.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, there are
Bethesda.
so many horror stories like that where the edition, you think it's going to be cooler than it is.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're a young man.
When it hits though, it's solid. I think the God of War collector's edition was pretty solid, wasn't it? Cyberpunk one looks cool.
Yeah, some of them
Yeah.
are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Spider-Man one's cool.
Oh,
And I
new
like that one because
tattoo.
they're like, don't open this until you finish the game. Like the statue. Because they
couldn't
put
do
a
it.
spoiler on the statue.
Man, I
Really?
could not do
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Did they actually?
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
look this up now.
hold on! I read a whole bookshelf and nothing is interesting in there. How sad! How sad that is. All those books.
You find nothing just the accumulated knowledge of the ages.
Yeah, your guy's just like
Oh, well,
into
nah, I'm
YouTube.
good.
Yeah, don't want to read anything.
But these haikus, finally.
Let me know when you find a card with a tattoo on it. Otherwise, no thanks.
Is that globe just water?
Which globe?
Is that our future?
Waterworld.
Oh, it's the cosmos.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Go find a whisper and punch her with your stick.
Oh, I guess okay. Looking at the statue now, is it just? Can we spoil Spider-Man at this
Yeah.
point? Okay.
You should also look up in your spare time if you're, I don't know.
It's his
But,
costume, or what's the spoiler?
It's
no, it's Doc
Who is that?
Ock.
Who is that?
It's like a big reveal of all the villains, basically.
Oh, in a statue?
Yeah, but
This is-
they put the statue in a box that said "Don't open," and like there's a note on this little box in the box that says "Don't open this until you
Wow.
finish the game."
How does that happen?
Yeah, I guess that I could see where that was going, but I would be bummed if I opened that up and saw that and it confirmed.
Yeah.
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 So I get it.
mean-
Interesting choice. You could have just not have had that on the statue too. But
To me, that would have surprised me because when I played Spider-Man, I was like, oh, they're saving Doc Ock for the next game for the way they
sure.
had that all set up. You know?
Any more
I kind of wish they had done that.
I
Actually,
mean, it didn't
They-
totally surprise me when he became. Well,
They got a lot of setups for that next game.
spoilers here, but yeah, it's.
Yeah, if you haven't played Spider-Man, tune out because you should, and it's great.
I wasn't.
It's too late, dude.
Yeah, it is.
We
too
were-
late.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go
If you
more into
haven't
the
played
end.
Spider-Man, go back in time about a minute and a half before we ruin parts.
And go play it.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were gonna go into like potential for the next game, but anyways,
Yeah, I was just saying that I wasn't totally spoiled, but I mean, I wasn't totally surprised, but it was one of those things where like, well, maybe he won't be in this game.
All right.
Yeah.
Console wars again.
Oh boy.
I need some like build-up music for it. Ben Reeves. Fable on Xbox.
You can put that
Spider-Man on PS5.
training with real weapons.
Yeah, I'd probably go Spider-Man.
Oh, the pendulum swings.
That's right. You're just trying to get us not excited about Fable at this point, whatever you can.
I'm trying to have you swear allegiance to Sony or Microsoft.
Because they're the best.
that's so hard.
Is it?
I loved that new Spider-Man. I love Fable,
Yeah.
and I love
But you can
where.
only choose one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it. I absolutely love where Insomniac's gonna take that because I feel like they're getting some license
that.
to create on their own, which
Oh,
is really
you should
cool.
see the next game. It's so good.
You've seen the third one at this point now, right?
I actually have. Yeah. Second one's done.
Yeah.
What I'm about to teach you
Played it.
Oh boy.
Beat it.
Beat it.
I've played the game.
Have you platinumed it?
over here.
Yep.
Is a
Everyone go look at Reiner's trophies, see if he's telling the truth.
It's
Did
on
the
there.
platinum, the thing above platinum, which isn't out yet.
whisper will
What
try to hit
what
you
is above platinum?
with your sword.
Diamond.
Not all blows can be blocked.
Mm-hmm.
but you
Well, there it
should
is.
handle anything. Whisper
That was less fun than I was hoping.
What's above diamond?
Pearl.
Pearl, Ruby, Sapphire. It's just Pokemon titles.
No.
Moon.
Diamond's higher. Sunstone.
Walking.
Antimatter.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
All right.
Try blocking.
Hurry
Some
up, lady.
combat.
Hurry up, lady. I don't like these when it's like, all right, block 5 combos, and it's like, all right, just hold the button.
Here comes Reinhardt.
It's the second time we've seen something like him today.
come to check on your sister's progress, have you?
You could say that. Whisper told me you've got a training with some fanboy.
Maze thinks the
Did you hurt your arm, bud? What's going on there?
He's feeling shy.
I think his arm is just sore from supporting the weight of his hands.
Whisper and the boy are just working on their melee skills now.
Ugh, yeah, I don't like the way. I don't like what they did to the faces in this game.
Chat, is there an announced launch title or exclusive that you're looking forward to? Let us know.
An unannounced
I mean, a new
exclusive?
Spider-Man is everything.
Yeah, so like Spider-Man.
It's pretty much
like
everything.
Bloodborne, like any of those.
Oh, Bloodborne 2? Yeah. That's a sweet game.
In Reiner's
really
silly
fun.
game that we're playing, if you could only choose one, what would it be
Yeah.
and why?
It is tricky.
+3.
A lot of those, it's weird. I'd almost want to see, like, I'd be more excited of. The reason Fable, I think, would have me excited is because it'd be a reboot of something. Where it's like, oh, I'd be curious to see where they go with all these things. But I feel for things like Horizon, for things like Spider-Man, even though I am very excited to play a new entry, it would be like, yeah, I think I have a good idea what that's going to be. It's going to be a lot of what they did before. They're going to change some systems, do some evolution. You know,
right.
like,
Yeah.
Here's one for you.
yeah.
Fable on Xbox.
Uh-huh.
God of War 2 on PS5.
Yeah, that is tricky. Because, I mean, I think that falls into some of the... For
One of the
me-
greatest games of all time. Sequel.
You got to go with your
Yeah.
heart, dude.
Yeah, I'd have to go with the God of War in that case.
We're just a bunch of PS5 fanboys now.
As someone who
That's right.
loves Microsoft, I would have to go God of War as well.
Because
That's why you shouldn't have led with Horizon.
Yeah.
in that case, for me, though, it's like I feel like, kind of like I was saying with Spider-Man and Horizon, I feel like I know mechanics-wise. I mean, they're going to...
Training with the bow.
If and when a God of War 2 comes out, there's going to be stuff in there that is surprising. But that is one where I care so much more about the story and the characters.
Yeah.
That, you know, it's like Horizon had a good story.
Yeah.
Spider-Man had a good story.
Yeah. Chat chimed in on this.
Yeah.
Zarnold Quigley on Facebook says Demon Souls Remastered.
Okay.
Just a remaster,
Yeah.
huh? Not like a
Yeah, why
new
not
Demon
just
Souls?
a new one?
that'd be good too.
Demon Souls 2.
Because I think that was the rumor. That's what Blue Point was
Ah,
working
okay.
on, right?
That's one of the rumors.
Yeah. Damn you, Salazar on YouTube says Spider-Man 2. Ravani on YouTube, Spider-Man 2 and God of War 5.
I love this bow. Look how big that is.
And Dirty Diz 619.
Careful.
Brute Force 2, he says.
Whoa. Interesting. Good choice. Good choice.
Let's see how you fare against
One that's
good
announced
luck, dude.
that I want to know more about is Starfield, Bethesda's next game,
Yeah.
which technically announced, but we haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I have.
I'd love to. Yeah, it's
Platinum,
crazy that it's
yeah.
part of the Spider-Man universe now too.
So kind of going off track of the conversation so far. Hot Shenanigans on Twitch says, so what's the consensus on Bleeding Edge? Is it going to overtake Overwatch? So if you're just joining us, we did about an hour and a half stream of the Bleeding Edge beta. It was fun. It was fun.
I if I had any early criticisms, it's map size.
Yeah.
Time to engagement, not just like from start to action, but just like moving from one capture point to the next. There was a lot of free room to roam, and especially if you're holding those canisters, you can hide pretty easily, I was starting to find.
Yeah, I think it's a disservice to say it's Overwatch because the brawler just feels a little bit different. But yeah, I mean that's always the comparison it's gonna make. It seemed fun though. Like I read chat and watched you guys, but
Talk on to something else.
Ricky Triplet on Facebook says, "What are your guys' thoughts on Microsoft possibly making another Fable? Would you guys want?"
That's been announced,
what
right?
Would you? No, it hasn't yet. It's
Just heavily rumored.
Yeah. He says, "What would you guys want in the next game? What are things that need to stay or change from the past?"
The King stuff should come back. That's cool.
Hey man, you've already played it. You know.
Better AI. I think I've said this before, maybe on a podcast or something, but like the world needs to react in more realistic ways to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Especially if you have such a heavy hand in sculpting it, it'd be nice to have some resistance, like serious, like questionable things happening.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that sets Fable apart is it's so much about your own personal like legend and your own personal impact on the world. I think that for this series in particular,
Yeah.
the smart move would be to really dig into that like responsiveness.
Yeah. What if they added like a nemesis system, like out of Shadow War?
Yeah, that'd be smart.
That'd be really cool. Also, the thing that needs to stay is the dog from Fable 2. Keep the dog. He's a very good boy.
I want the same. I mean, obviously it should look good, but I wanted to retain the same sort of like presentation aesthetic. Like I like the overall art style. I like the sort of saturated lighting. I like the fairy tale music that it has going on.
Yeah.
Oh, dungeons. Better dungeons. Like just bigger areas to explore, more puzzles. Because like I want to like get into this combat and really be engaged in exploring, but everything was kind of small, right? Like you never really felt like you were spelunking or going like really in depth into things.
Yeah.
I'd like just a little bit more.
And that's true even beyond. I think people felt that way because the game was initially pitched as being so sprawling and then clearly was sort of scoped down.
Yeah.
But I think even without knowing what the original intent was, it feels restrained in a lot of ways.
You'll receive a special prize. You've got 1 minute.
I would like to see, like, combat-wise, something like, something like Witcher, I think, that had not, like, super hard combat, but I feel like Fables was always just kind of just simplistic but fun, so maybe something a little bit deeper.
What you doing, Ben?
I'm taking target practice, I guess. I
Why?
have to get, what, an 85?
Oh, seriously?
I think so.
Do you get more for
Right?
shooting the back ones?
Yeah, I might. Should I go for those?
Yeah.
I can't remember how you
There you go.
target.
Bam!
Gray Fox Forlorn
Yeah, dude, you almost got it.
on YouTube says, open world games have gotten to the point where it's not necessarily about graphics as much as I want more
Wait.
populated
Wait.
and lifelike worlds. And I think that's a great point, and that's something I'm excited to
You
see.
gotta wait
if
until it
comes in
like
the next
bounces,
gen.
huh?
Sorry,
Now!
Alex.
Yeah, it's okay.
Did it.
What else?
Okay, so the idea. I'm sorry, Alex. So the idea was like more about.
Next gen should
The-
be about populating the worlds, not focusing on who can get the dirt the best.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Wow.
which third's important. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I'd love to see a little bit more living, breathing world. And he has a good point.
My concern is it's going to become a game as service.
Yeah.
That they're going to turn it into like an ongoing thing like Destiny or whatever.
I
Right?
would- I
And
would-
maybe that works from a quest standpoint and co-op would be cool, but
Yeah.
I just kind of, like Joe said, like the kind of fairy tale vibe, coming of age story.
I would hope
There's something about it that works as its own standalone single player RPG.
I would hope they learned enough from the offshoots and then Fable Legends enough to know what people expect and want from a Fable.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
You're going to say something?
No, it's basically just that like they tried what Fable Heroes and then wasn't there Fable Legends?
That got
Legends
canceled.
was the asymmetric.
Yeah, the asymmetric one that got canceled. Like, I feel like they've realized at this point that this brand, the name alone, isn't what made this strong. What made it strong is this heroic single-player experience.
Is the hour-long tutorial.
Yeah, this is really longer than I thought it was.
It's still cool to see it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It takes time to replenish.
Your
Yeah, we
weird
need to-
child's body and 40-year-old man's face.
Chat, what do you guys want to see in a new Fable?
All right. Oop.
You did it.
He kind of looks like the guy from Grimm.
You
You
need to
guys
flip.
ever watch that show?
No.
No.
Hot Shenanigans on Twitch again says, as long as I can eat baby poultry, I'm good. Dark.
Oh yeah. Easy way to get some evil points.
Yeah.
You eat the chicks.
Well,
You're a
I
good
gotta keep
emperor.
doing this.
This is very exciting.
Just 3 more
Gobzer
seconds.
on YouTube asks, can you guys start big games like this at the 4-hour mark for replay?
I don't know.
We've done that.
Something we can try, but no promises.
Sometimes we pick up saves, but I would rather start from the beginning, just see what the game was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of just fun, like, revisiting it that way.
Yeah, you wouldn't have got to see the kid, right?
No.
Also, Nickel Canvas on YouTube says, loved Grimm, cool TV show. I know we were about
Huh.
to get into that, but
It's a good show.
I hope you're ready. Truly
What?
mastering a hero's skills takes years.
Oh boy.
Oh, now we got
The boy
years.
mastered
You're going to be
the
watching
skills
the stream for a
quickly.
while.
But there was always more
Here we
to
go.
learn.
I think we're out of it now.
For years, the guild was his home, his school, and his life. But as time passed, his thoughts returned always to
And what
the
was
world
Whisper's
outside,
deal? Is she
the life he had lost.
become the bad guy at the
She's
end?
kind of the
No.
Boba Fett of this, right?
No, she's just sort of your
At last,
friend,
only
your
the
friendly
final day of
rival.
tests
Okay.
remained.
Is she the one that
Success
wears, like, the
would not be
mask? And
endless
No.
training.
who's that? That's like the Boba
He would
Fett.
receive the guild seal
Red?
and be free
Yeah,
to forge
that's
his
that's the
own
final
destiny.
boss.
Oh,
He
spoiler.
would become a
Yeah.
hero.
I think there's a spoiler at that.
Before you graduate, there is one final test you must complete. Enter the guild.
Boring.
what's Peter Molyneux up to these days? Do we know?
Death will be revealed to you there.
He's still tapping that cube.
Is that what he's doing?
I don't think he is. I think
No.
he left there, right?
That's part of the problem. Is like that. What was that studio? 22 Cans making Goddess, and they had a big
Oh.
successful campaign with it, and then that game just like
What do I need
just
to do?
withered and died on PC. But they have a sort of predatory mobile version that they,
Ugh.
Yeah.
it's just like
Yikes.
When he announced that thing too, he was like, "The winner is gonna change their life forever."
They're
Yeah,
going to be
I-
the king of Goddess or
yeah,
whatever.
like when Goddess comes out, you will be like the first king of it or something, and like then they didn't reach out to the winner
Yikes.
after, and then that. I mean, anyway, that whole game is just a disaster. but-
Can
I
he
don't-
make a comeback after
So
that?
things are going well.
Well, so but I forget what it is, but he is working on something now. Like he's at a new studio. He's not 22 Cans anymore. It's a new studio with a new game, but I don't know
Zap
that he
him.
said much about it.
Oh man! Oh, what
Oh,
happened?
God.
Wow.
Hit you with the plague.
Yeah, pretty good, dude.
Yeah, look how much you bled there.
That was wild.
Shoot me with your bow. Don't get too close.
Well, you had to. I couldn't have done it then.
That's how I flirt. Shoot me with the bow.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Hey, it's Cupid, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's why we
yeah.
picked this, just for this one moment.
Yeah. Also, someone pointed out in the chat earlier, which I apologize, I don't remember who, but someone said, "Oh, you're doing Fable on Valentine's Day, like you did Fable 2 for the marriage proposal."
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Joe,
Yeah,
you want to
remember that?
announce something here?
I'd like to announce I am married.
Yay! Congrats, man.
Congrats.
Long time coming.
Electricity now?
Oh, I got it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I felt like that was something I had to sit on for about 8 years or so. But
Steven Sanchez on YouTube says, "I want to know Ben's, Joe's, and Reiner's favorite 360 games."
What came out on 360 again?
oh boy,
He
Fable
actively,
Wow.
3.
he actively doesn't want to hear mine.
Yeah, Fable
Oh.
3, that King stuff's really good.
Yeah.
Braid.
Was that a 360 game?
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's up there for me as well.
Mass Effect?
Mass Effect 2.
Mass
Yeah,
Effect
the
1.
whole Mass Effect thing.
Well, I'd say Mass Effect trilogy. All three
Yeah.
of them. Those count.
Skyrim,
Yeah, Skyrim.
greatest RPG ever made.
Red Dead Redemption.
Did any of you guys say Limbo?
Portal.
No,
Limbo.
not Limbo for me.
He didn't ask for
I
mine,
like Limbo
but
a
if
lot.
he did, I'd say Limbo.
Well, yeah, we didn't. It's not like our top 3, right?
It's just
just
your
top?
favorites. Yeah.
I bet
Yeah,
Limbo's
I
in my
wonder.
top 10 360 games.
Halo Reach and ODST, were those?
Yes, those
Yeah.
are 360.
Those are good
Halo
games.
3 is the ultimate hype moment for me in my gaming life.
Did it live up to it?
Yes, it did. Ask my thousands of hours in the multiplayer.
We graduated!
Yay!
Let's see. Here we go. I pulled up the
What else
web.
is on there?
When we did our 300th issue, we all posted our top 10 games of all time. So let's see, Reiner, games that you had.
Well, say my top 10.
The whole
But
top
that's
10.
not going to be
Yeah.
all 360 games.
I was going to say
That's
just
okay.
the ones that were on 360.
No, but people want to know the top 10.
Your top 10 at the time, this would have been what? Circa March 2018.
So long ago.
Number 10, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. 9 is Bioshock. 8 is
Bioshock's on there.
Chrono Trigger. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. GTA 4. Overwatch. Super Metroid. Super Mario Brothers. Final Fantasy 6. And number 1,
The Legend of Zelda.
The original?
which one?
Link's Awakened Past.
A Link to the Past.
Links to the Past.
Link's Awakening to the Past.
All right, Ben Reeves, your top 10. Do you remember what your top 10 is? Or what your number 10 would be?
My number 10?
Yeah.
Is it XCOM?
It's Picross 3D, round 2.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That game's great.
Number 9 is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. 8 is StarCraft. 7 is Resident Evil 2002.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid. Portal. Panzer Dragoon Saga. XCOM, Enemy Unknown.
It was on there.
Super Metroid. And number
It
1,
was great.
favorite game of all time, Ben? What do you
Ocarina of Time.
think? Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
It's a good random list of games.
Joe, read mine.
Wait, how many of those were 360 games?
I don't know.
I had the one that stood out to me that will be on Joe's list is Bioshock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My-
That was a good game.
So
game.
my 10, I had Braid, Bioshock, Red Dead Redemption, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, Persona 5, Mass Effect Trilogy as a single entry,
Yeah. A lot of debate on that one.
Mass Effect, or Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, Chrono Trigger, Super Metroid, and Final Fantasy.
A lot of those at the 6 on are 360 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What do we want to do here?
Let's be cool.
Keep talking to. Oh, that's right. Because you could steal stuff, right?
Yeah.
Alex, what's your number 1 all time?
It's a great question. I mean, if we're going with the first thing that popped in my head, it's Super Mario World.
All right. That's a good choice.
But, you know, I have a lot of love for Bioshock, Mass Effect 2,
Do I want to buy anything?
Fable 3.
Fable Legends.
Fable 3 is great.
I think Super
I don't even
Mario
remember
World.
the
I think it's
screen.
my
I played
choice.
this game
That's a great game.
like you wouldn't believe, and that
No.
item screen just looked alien to me.
Yeah.
I've never
I think
seen that.
I mean, they might have revamped that
Okay.
for this version of it.
it's amazing how much just
But
leaves
still.
your memory. Huh,
You can't
it's a
remember
nice little
everything.
area.
Let's see.
We should be able to.
Talk to these guys, I think. Nothing? No?
Into the light.
We're discussing whether I'm the fastest
Can you do your
apprentice in this
expressions
guild.
yet?
I ran to the demon door and
Yeah, I think so.
50 seconds. Beat that.
Beat that.
Okay.
Do you know where the
No,
demon door
I
is?
don't know where it
Don't.
At
is.
least you're not stupid.
Oh.
All right, you
Yeah, well, if it wasn't
hold
for
like a
Agent Red,
D-pad.
I'd beat
No,
that time.
okay.
Yeah, they're there.
Oh, fart. The down one.
You're the most
Wait.
arrogant, that's for sure.
Fart.
The light, and I'll
Well,
show
but
you how
I'm
to do
confused on how that works then.
No, you're not.
Do I have to hold it?
Maybe.
Also,
You're
into the
not.
light. We're
I
discussing
lost it
whether
one
I'm
second.
the
Oh, Steven
fastest apprentice.
Sanchez
I
says,
ran
"Of
to
course,
the
yours too, Alex." I know. I was just giving you guff. Chat.
Yeah, get
I
out of the
will ask you though.
Okay.
What's
Fart.
your guys' favorite 360 game all time?
Now
Oh,
go do it
yeah.
over next to him.
Yes, I am. Step into the light.
Feel
I'll
one.
show you how to do
It disappeared though. I don't understand.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it's because you're like highlighting them, I think.
Yes,
I'll
I
show you
am.
how
Oh,
to
maybe.
do this. No, you're not.
What?
Yes, I am.
Also, Iron Kong
I don't understand
26
how this is supposed to work.
And I'll show you how to
on YouTube says, "I'm fine with a Breath of the Wild Fable." Yeah, that could be neat.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Look at
do
all
it.
those.
Do it. Oh, fight them.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, lady.
Oh no!
I'm a hero.
You got,
That's
you
what
got
I
your
am.
menu selected.
Delph? Is that why it's being weird? How did I get in there? Oh, belch.
dip into the light.
Man, you're vile. You're a vile creature.
What is the? What is that symbol? Looks like a little. All right, hold
Dip
on.
into the
This
light,
lady
and I'll show you how
passing.
to do this.
You better.
In response to the best 360
Oh, sorry.
game question, Stan Lowe on YouTube says Halo. Torbomb on Mixer says Skyrim. Gobzer says Burnout Revenge. Gray Fox Forlorn. Mass Effect. Desert Fury says probably Mass Effect series or Halo Reach.
Mm-hmm.
Series.
Trademark 13 on Twitch says Alan Wake. That's a good one.
That's a good game.
It is good. I don't know.
Show you how to
People at
top.
the time were haters, though.
It's different. It's a different choice. I like it.
I was always high on that game, and people gave me grief. Now everybody's like, "Oh, that game was great."
Here's the demon door.
No one gave you grief for enjoying
They did.
Alan Wake.
They did, and they gave me grief for not liking Too Human before that game came out. Remember that?
Well, yeah.
Our magazine hit like a month before that game came out, and I gave it like a 6.
Yeah.
And they thought I was crazy. And then it came out, and then I wrote some of those people like, well, "How do you like that game?" And they didn't respond.
Mm.
Your path is only a light will reveal it.
Console.
Oh, I gotta be like good
had-
enough
yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, those doors are cool, actually.
light, and I'll show you how to do this.
I remember going through all that stuff. I love this world. I really do.
Dip into
You're
the
totally
light,
right about the
and I'll
music.
Show you how
Yeah.
to do this.
People really forget how much of a staple this was to Microsoft, like, and how great these games were. And it makes me sad.
Because when did 3 come out again?
I'll show
08.
you how to do
Or no,
It's
2 was 08.
Who keeps
insane
talking
that
to
it's
you, by the
been
way?
that long and we haven't had another one, right?
Someone's saying step into
Dip
the light.
and I'll show you how
Yeah, I don't know why they're saying that.
Yes, I am.
Fable 3 came out in 2010.
Okay, that guy wants me to run to a door. There's another quest around here too somewhere.
I am. Dip into the light, and I'll show
Stop
you how to
talking.
It's in the main. Go back
The
into the
main
building.
hall?
Yeah, it's. I think he's talking about the big glowy hero's crest on the floor.
dip into the light.
Shut up!
Shut up, dude.
Jeff Wilner on YouTube points out, go to it with your lantern equipped, the demon door.
And I'll show you how
Oh, that's what it is?
That's what he says.
See, do I have a...
Oh, I
Okay,
thought
what's...
there was something in here. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
right here.
That looks light.
into the light.
Oh my
Man, they
god!
really hammered that home.
Holy hell!
It's funny that I could hear him across the hallway, like another area. Okay, so what do I want to upgrade?
I'm always a health guy.
I
Because
think
I can also do speed and
Oh,
magic.
you want fireball, dude?
it was Inflame is the one that I really used a lot. Yeah,
it's a
If you
cool
blast an area.
Fireball's cool though.
Looks like we can't afford Inflame.
Yeah, can't afford it.
I also liked Physique because this is a game where it's like that actually makes a physical difference. You like character looks
Oh, yeah.
stronger. I
Mhm.
like games like this. Crackdown does that. I like when you can see progress like that.
Yeah.
One thing I like too is like you would have stuff that was specifically meant to be spent in strength and
Yeah.
stuff that is specifically meant to be spent like skill and magic, but then you also had a generic pool of that you could spend anywhere.
Yeah.
I like that just basic idea.
Where it's like, yeah, you can specialize and do things how you want, but it also encourages you to just experiment too.
There's little else
Lee Fion on YouTube says, does Dantax still believe Fable 3 is objectively the greatest game of all time?
Yeah, I think
yes.
that's
He was talking about it
Has not
today.
changed.
pretty
Yeah.
hardcore about
Tweet
it.
at him about it also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Surprised we haven't heard from Mr. Snacks in the chat today. Is he actually doing work?
He's playing Fable 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a playthrough every week.
Yeah.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff.
Apple pie that's weirdly green.
Apples can be green.
I
Granny Smith.
graduated.
They're very good.
Great.
Hey,
All right.
Alex,
Where do we want to go now?
Hey, Reiner.
look it up. Who's Granny Smith?
Oh.
I've always wondered that.
You said that to me like we had like an inside talk about that earlier. Like, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
As we discussed before, look up Granny Smith.
Why can't I do these? Why are these grayed out?
Your renown is not high enough for those quests.
Oh,
Yeah.
lame.
Need to
That's
become
lame.
famous.
So it looks like you just got to go out the dumb door.
Oh, yeah. Does this one have the gold trail, or did they add that in 2?
That was later. I don't think that's in this one.
Really?
That was a cool system. The game would sometimes struggle with putting down the path as you were running.
Yeah. I always liked that as opposed to like a mini map or something.
Yeah, Dead Spaces was amazing.
Oh yeah, because it was built into like your technology too, so it felt like part of the world.
So cool.
And for me, that's not even about cheat. It's not about like, oh, show me where to go, hold my hand video game. It's about knowing that like, okay, the game wants me to go left. So if I go right, that means that there's some sort of treasure or
Right.
something to explore. I hate that when it's like, that kind of internal calculus you have where it's like, which one of these ways is most likely to take me to a cutscene that is going to advance the story and put me in danger of not being able to come back here and get all the treasure.
Yeah, that's one thing where we're like conditioned to do that. Like
Yeah.
just in your brain, like after years of gaming. And also anytime you see a barrel or box, you try to break it
Yep.
Yeah.
without fail.
So
Doesn't matter what the game is.
I have Granny Smith.
Yeah, who's Granny?
So Maria Ann Smith was a British-Australian orchardist responsible
British-Australian.
for the cultivation of the Granny Smith apple. She
Wow.
was born in 1799 and died 1870.
Hey, you brought so much joy to my mouth.
Thank you,
Maria.
Granny.
Thanks, Granny.
Thanks.
Is that your favorite? Is that your
No,
favorite
no.
apple?
We
Okay. Oh,
the University of
Wow.
Minnesota has actually
Hardcore.
manufactured the best apples now.
Oh, yeah, they have some
The
really
Honey
good
Crisp,
Yeah, Honey Crisp. is
Sweet
mine,
Tango. Oh,
ones. Those are
the
good.
Zestar is like brown sugar delight.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so good.
Wow. Have you tried? There's a Cosmic Crisp out now.
No,
Yeah. Also, I don't
did you make that up?
I don't like
Yeah.
you killing these wasps. It sounds like screaming children. It's not great.
All right, let's
Zap
see.
him. Zap.
Zap. Zap attack.
Yeah, it's like kids on a roller coaster.
It does sound like that.
It's not great.
Yeah. That's what the sound team actually recorded for it.
Get him.
Are you not?
Ah,
Make it stop.
Don't do it, bug.
Zap, zap, zap.
you're not actually connecting.
Oh man,
I'll take whatever this is.
that's how I want to die.
Shrieking as an
With my
insect.
insides spilling out. Yeah, that'd be great.
Having transformed into a giant wasp. Hey!
Renown!
Hey.
Thank you. Thank you.
The music does not fit that moment, but hey, whatever.
Gray Fox Forlorn on YouTube. These are fake apples. Reiner's making it up. No way these are real.
Hey, this is a fun game.
Seriously, Sweet Tangos, if you can get them. They might only be in the Midwest right now still because they don't have a lot of trees yet or
Yeah,
whatever.
I think they're only at my grocery store. It's very rare that anybody else can buy them. But
Do you have like a
got a
membership at your grocery store?
yeah, it's really exclusive, kind of behind closed doors.
Oh, I see.
But how cool is
Fruit
that
stand.
that we're making new apples? Like, we're playing with fire a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're actively trying to make better tasting apples. at the U of M.
Didn't know you were such a passionate apple person.
It's such a wild thing.
Yeah.
And then like they release them in stores. Like originally they only have like a certain number of trees, you know, so they're like super rare.
Yeah.
So there's like a big rush to just get 1 or 2 of them.
Now they should try and make mushrooms that people want to eat.
Yeah.
Do you not like mushrooms either?
No,
We were on this show last week, and Jeff Cork said not a fan of the shroom.
no.
Nice fart, man. You cleared that bench out.
Mushrooms don't taste great, and they feel like you're eating someone's like eye stalk.
I think you're having the wrong kind of mushrooms, or
man.
maybe they're cooked wrong. I
Sounds
don't
like
know.
a problem on your front.
Texture-wise, you just.
I don't like the texture, and I don't really get a taste from them. My taste palette, black olives, dominates everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, as
So
in
I
a
don't-
good thing?
We've talked about
I
this
don't.
before.
I don't
yeah.
mind the taste of them. I just don't like. If I have a pizza,
Yeah.
I will just taste black olive.
Yeah, I can't stand it. Olives taste like dirt to me.
Dirt.
Dirt.
What?
Yeah. It's just they're so salty and bitter. I'm not a fan.
I love olives.
Rest of the
So
panel.
rare.
All olives.
If you could choose,
I don't think I've had I mean, I've probably had a bad olive at some point in my life where like, something wrong with that olive.
What
but
about an olive stuffed with something? Like, hey, it's a green olive, but it has like blue cheese in it.
Yeah, those are great.
The ones with
Well, yeah, 'cause
jalapenos
it's
in
clean.
them.
Or
Cutting
like
the taste of
garlic,
the
or
olive.
like Pomeranians or whatever, pimentos. You know, anything
Yeah.
stuffed in an olive.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Universally improved.
I mean, it would probably fit, right?
You must be the kid Maze is always talking about. Can't imagine what he sees in you.
What's up, Harry Potter?
I suppose Maze
Yeah,
knows
what's up
best.
with that? There's no way that was her original outfit in the original game, right?
I don't even remember this character.
No doubt you heard of me.
Hot Shenanigans on Twitch. Pineapple and pizza, yeah or nay?
Yay!
It's all right.
If I'm in the mood for something goofy, sure.
I'm
not raging against it. It's not like what I normally want on pizza.
To me, it's very specific. It's like if I want a like a Hawaiian pizza, right? Like it's
Yeah.
pineapple, ham / Canadian bacon. I guess I will put black olives on that particular combination.
Wow.
Sure.
But it has to be that. I don't want like pepperoni, green pepper, and pineapple.
Yeah.
You know?
If it's in the room and there's no other pizza, I'll eat it. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
But if I have to order a pizza, I'm always just getting pepperoni.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Usually, sometimes I am very specifically in the mood for like a ham and pineapple pizza.
I'll put jalapenos, banana peppers
Oh,
on
jalapeno is great.
my pepperoni.
I feel it's kind of like you guys have you ever had like buffalo chicken pizza?
Yeah,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are great.
See, I really like buffalo chicken pizza, but it's not like I would order pepperoni and buffalo chicken.
Yeah, no, that's very
know?
much you're only ordering that.
Yeah.
It has to
Right.
be. It's just it's a proprietary pizza topping.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought she was waiting outside town.
I
for
also
me.
like
Where'd she go?
barbecue chicken pizza with a little onion, a little green pepper on there. It's really good. Thomas Malone on YouTube. Joe, how do you know what eye stalks taste like? And Gobser chimes in and says, "Yeah, that was super disturbing."
I don't know what they taste like. I just assume what they feel like.
It's like an expression, like tastes like dirt.
No, I think he knows. We're exposing
That's
Joe.
the
on
new
this one.
expression. It's the 2020 expression. Tastes like eye stalks.
Yeah, I guess I don't know why eye stalks in particular or what that strikes for me, but yeah.
We need new sayings in the world. They're all from way back when, like from Granny Smith days.
You've earned my thanks, hero.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, something's wrong with that guy's face.
well, his mouth is
His
just
eyes.
a black hole.
Joe G his eyes.
See ya.
Attack him.
Yep, go kill him
Really?
immediately.
He already ran away.
He had death in his mouth.
He's gone.
Oh,
All right, I thought Briar Rose said, "Hey, I'll be waiting for you outside."
There, up north.
Outside's a big place.
Okay.
that's why I avoid it. It's actually very cold in Minnesota right now.
Yeah, man.
My problem with pineapples on pizzas, usually the pieces of pineapple are just too large.
Mm.
They put like big pieces of pineapple on
Yeah,
there.
you don't need chunks. You need it
Yeah,
to be
you
like,
need them to be like
you
smaller
need
pieces, I
slivers of
think.
pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I want to order pizza.
Yeah, that sounds so
Pineapple.
good.
I bet tonight's a good night to order pizza because everyone is going out with their dates on Valentine's Day. They're going to fancy restaurants. It'd be a good night to just be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a pile of cheese and pineapple, please.
Last year I got the heart-shaped one from Pop Murphy's or whatever.
Oh,
and
that's
that one
a
was
great.
really good.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Does the heart shape do anything? Do you feel like that you're losing pizza though?
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point.
Well,
They're ripping
except
us off.
it's cheap.
Yeah.
Like when
Is
you
it
get
cheaper?
it, yeah, it's like
$7
$6 or
Oh, okay.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
All the demon children with
Oh, that's right.
oversized heads.
You couldn't kill children in this game.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, what a bummer. Ugh.
I don't think. Is there a game where you can?
That was
I
the
think
key.
so.
If I remember correctly, maybe it was at Fallout 3. That was the key to a leveling up exploit,
Ooh.
where there was a kid who was asleep that you could like sneak up and try and stab, and it would give you the experience for like a sneak attack, except you couldn't kill kids.
Right.
So you could just keep doing it
Okay.
repeatedly.
So you didn't have
Oh,
to
that's
kill the
interesting.
kid. Okay.
I think that was that
I
game.
was like, what an unfortunate and morbid glitch that they didn't catch. But yeah.
Oh, hello. Forgive me. I'm Mr. Gout, the headmaster of the school.
Yes, cool.
Not that it's
This
much
town
of a
always
school
bummed me out
these
because they
days,
take your
where
weapons,
they
so you
need
can't.
praise.
Oh.
You can't cause the mischief that I want to cause here.
But could you not use your magic somehow?
As if mansions were
I don't think they let you here. I think that you just, if you want to cause trouble, you have to punch people, and then the guards come and throw you and like
Right.
get you in
Yeah,
trouble.
and you can't kill people with punching.
But you can fart on everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how am I
Hey,
gonna?
is there a like a barber shop or something here? We should try and customize our appearance while we can.
Yeah.
You got a beard.
Where's the map?
I don't remember. Wow.
Oh, what just happened? Okay.
This is a-
Map. One more over there.
Cool map.
Cool.
No, I don't think it'll give us
Yeah.
the like micro.
Explore.
That's the super small version.
Yeah, we'll be done playing here in a little bit.
Wa-
but
yeah,
just
walk
explain.
into this building. It might be in here.
Get out of here.
Oh, what
Oh,
happened to
okay.
her?
What's going on there?
Yeah. Was she doing push-ups?
Hello. Oh, do I
Yeah,
want to
let's
trade?
trade.
What do you got?
He's got beer, man.
I'll take all the beer. What can I give you?
Oh, this game.
Oh, that's right, because you could barter. Yeah. And I think I remember getting to a point where I had broken the game because I just like everything I bought was like I was always selling it for.
Yeah,
more than
I'm trying to remember what it
I
was.
don't remember what the exploit was.
There was a specific thing where it was like you could buy a lot of it's will potions.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it's like if you could buy a ton of will potions, because the way it worked was sort of supply and demand, right?
Yep.
So, like, if a shop has like 100 will potions, you can buy them for fairly cheap. But then, because when you buy them all, suddenly they have none. They will buy them from you for more
immediately
money.
buy them back.
So you can just do a buy sell exchange constantly to make a ton of money.
Basically, hey, give me a bunch of money, guy.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember the exploits a lot better than I remember the rest of the game.
Oh, hey, I can smash this. Oh, wait, that's right, though. Yeah, you get in trouble. Here. Oh, I want to go in there and hide. Gotta hide from the guards.
There's a mission for you right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, there's so much conceptually that would be great because
I
like
was looking for a haircut place.
this game also, you could buy houses. You could have basically like a spouse in every
Yeah.
town.
Oh, man.
You
Yeah.
could decorate your houses and like have put trophies on the walls and
Yeah.
stuff. There's so much you could do.
It was that nice balance of relationship, or like that's the life sim where you could do all that, but it wasn't it wasn't overdone in something like Fallout 4, where it was like the base building and the house building and stuff. I don't know. I like games that
Keep it
don't
simple.
focus on
Let me
that.
just buy
Yeah.
the place.
yeah. Let me kill everyone in the town.
It doesn't
buy
need to
their
be.
place.
It doesn't need to be The Sims. You don't need to like
Right.
Yeah.
build your own house like brick by brick. But
A most terrible night.
So Gobzer on YouTube asks, "Isn't Playground Games working on the new Fable?" We don't know, but
That's been highly rumored.
yeah, it's been rumored. Do you guys have chat and the panel here? Do you guys have a developer that you would love to work on Fable?
There's no way to be certain. But I thought you should
I think Playground's an interesting choice. I'm kind of, I would be excited if it was them and see what they turn out. Seems like they always turn out high quality games.
Yeah.
But what if I could pick anybody?
I mean, it's CD Projekt Red. You just pick
mean,
for any RPG,
yeah, that's
right?
true.
Anything with choice.
I would say though, the
7 years later.
part of the charm of this is the British humor, and not saying they can't be funny in Poland, but I think that's a definite quirk to this.
I mean, I think that is just like we were sort of getting at before. I think part of the game's aesthetic is is the very like
You would have to mimic this.
British
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
yeah, Playground makes a lot of sense to me. They're in the UK. Their worlds, it's racing games, but their worlds are always very beautiful. And I think they could do. I could hope that they do them
Younglings.
justice.
Any books for us today, hero?
Desert Fury on YouTube makes a good call. I think Rare would be a pretty good choice. Cartoony
Yeah.
style does fit
Rare's a great pick.
them. Yeah.
They need books.
Rare does?
Now the school.
Rare needs to read more.
Hello. Hello.
Fart on her.
Yeah, can I fart on you?
Can you
I
fart on
think the
children?
kids like it when you fart. Actually.
I think Joe's right.
You're doing something with,
Yeah.
like you're trying to map them.
Expressions, Social
Yeah. Are you holding?
fart.
I think you can just.
Use.
Yeah, the
Oh,
kids
the
love
kids
it.
like
Yeah,
it.
I
Yeah,
loved it.
yeah. Okay.
She's like possessed. Oh my god.
Ah! No!
Oh, horror show. Oh boy, that was terrifying.
Go follow her.
No.
Let's see what horror she's leading you to. Just a cabin full
I'm
of
gonna eat
corpses.
this chicken whole.
Come. Chicken chaser. Is that supposed to be like a sexual innuendo? Chicken chaser?
No?
What?
What?
What is sexual in
Well,
this?
yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
think
like you're
about a rooster
chasing
as a-
tail, you're chasing
Choking
chicken.
the chicken.
Yeah.
Or yeah, there's that too.
No.
I don't think so.
I'm just gonna say no.
I don't know.
Oh, woe is me.
Hi.
My son
Oh,
is
lady.
poorly.
Shh, I don't want to
It's
hear
me
about
boy,
this.
my poor little boy.
Say poor one
We
more
were on a
time and I'll
picnic at
kill you.
Lookout Point when he found these strange mushrooms.
Oh.
See,
What do they
mushrooms.
taste like?
And Key says we shouldn't
I don't know. They have a consistency,
She needs more of
almost
the mushrooms
like.
before she can cure him. And would find them the
I don't know. I can't put my finger on
You're
it.
drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Something to do with the eye, maybe?
Pineapple?
Yeah. Pineapple. Exactly. Okay.
All right.
Check out these different colored buildings. Like, what's that
Going
purple
orange.
one?
This one?
Yeah. See what this is. Because one of these. No, this isn't a.
The orange one.
The orange one? It's right here.
Oh,
the
yeah,
barber.
that one.
Here we
That
go.
one. There you go.
Yeah, I told you, the orange one.
You're the best, Reiner.
I still don't believe it really, but
You're welcome.
all right, can I buy these right away?
You have
Just
you
talk
have a
to her.
beard already.
Talk to her.
Hello.
Would you like to trade a haircut? All right, there's normal haircut.
Yeah, you picked
I like
up
how it's like attractiveness plus 50.
Yeah.
The buzz.
What is bald? I'm bald.
I want to know how much more attractive bald makes me. Yeah, that's right.
But it's also scary.
Screw you, Molyneux.
it's decreasing scariness.
Oh, never mind. Thanks.
Oh,
Hey, look,
interesting.
that's Reiner right there.
Oh my god.
So your
That is me.
attractive's up, but also you're pretty scary, dude.
Bruh.
That's more like me. There's Alex.
Clean shaven.
Yeah.
Pretty generic.
Yeah.
Well, that one's pretty good.
We all want
Better do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheriff mustache and
What should be on the top?
I think bald.
Not pudding basin.
Don't do that. No, bald's the best one. Okay.
All right. Well, did she?
Perhaps you're needed at all.
There you
Well,
go.
how do I actually get it? Oh, so I have them now.
Yeah, look at you.
okay.
Yeah.
Heck
there it
yeah.
is.
That's a heroic looking face if I've ever seen one.
That's a look made for farting.
Now, did your hair slowly grow back, or is that?
I don't think that's this
I don't
one.
think that actually happens.
You're thinking of Red Dead 2, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Witcher as well, right? Or am I making that up?
Oh, no, I think in Witcher also.
Yeah.
Your beard definitely gets more
Don't wanna go
gnarly
there.
over time.
Hey, out of my way.
Steven
Out of the way.
Sanchez on
You're
YouTube
already here,
points
dude.
out, looking like
just wanted to take that.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe we need to invest some points in physique.
There you go. Yeah.
Can you flirt with girls yet?
That's an expression, right? I don't think I have it.
Emrad Maggle on
I can
YouTube
giggle.
says, "Hello, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday."
Happy birthday. Should we sing happy birthday?
Happy
birthday
to you.
To you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
To you.
to Niggle.
There you
Well
go.
done, everyone.
Dear Emrad. Happy
Thomas.
birthday to you.
Birthday
To you.
Yeah.
and many more.
Bet you
What a-
didn't think you were going to get that on your birthday.
You got
You
serenaded.
can just delete that file, right?
Yeah. It's the internet. We can delete anything off of it.
Did you guys ever do the Annie and Many More from Channel 4?
No, there's
What are you even talking about? What's happening?
there's
That was
I
like
mean,
a thing we would sing when we were kids. Like it'd be like after the happy birthday song. Sometimes you do and many more from Channel 4.
No.
it sounds
I did
like
not do
your
that.
regional Channel 4 did that.
They
It sounds
might
like you
have.
just figured out how to rhyme one thing.
Well, no, it's like and many more from Channel 4 and Larry Green and the team.
No, that was not a thing.
I bet that brought up lots of laughs.
Though there always was that one
we
kid.
were always laughing about it.
There always was the one and many more kid.
Yeah. You fart on him.
I think. Wait, wasn't that me today? Did I do that?
It was just and many more is
Yeah.
all they said.
I'll fart on you
no.
later.
But it's like you just never know who it's going to be. But it's almost always someone who tacks on the and many more.
Yeah. Wed him.
What's the deal?
I like him.
Mike LeBlanc points out that singing brought a tear to my eye, but in the same way an onion does.
Buddy.
You know,
You know what?
we
Onions.
take what we can get.
Yeah. And you know what? Onions are a very important food when you're cooking, so I'll take it.
They are. All right, where do we want to go here?
I think what you want to do is target one of those people.
Yeah, with lightning.
Hold on. Okay,
Her.
target.
Yeah.
Target
Oh, yeah.
her.
So it's red, and then you use powers on them.
What is it like?
Like this
bee?
group.
Yeah.
You just keep doing it.
Exactly. It'll be fine.
Am I like giving her energy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pounding her up.
This is like,
So much energy she has to take a nap.
and she rewarded you with money.
Oh,
so it's her
thanks.
turn.
It's kind
Now-
of like a massage therapy.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't listen to that.
Serious crime.
Yeah. No. She also.
Yeah, I wouldn't
No,
want to
she's
do
just
that
napping.
though.
You have a quest to give more energy naps.
Hero, your will energy is low. What's that?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. There you go.
She didn't have a reward for you. She didn't like that last bit.
Oh, yeah. I got to make
oh,
sure
wait.
I don't do
no,
that.
No, there you go. Sweet.
Nice. Now I can level up.
Danielle Russell on YouTube says, my family's from California and we also did the Channel 4 thing.
All of them.
There you
all
go.
of them.
What?
Table, all of them.
So many naps.
Hey guys, it's nap
Just
time.
start swinging those swords.
Do it.
Everyone, just start swinging.
Why are you not hitting? You have to target somebody to him.
I think.
Oh, no.
What are those sounds? Why are they standing here? Why aren't they running away?
Yeah. I think if they're not actively enemies. And
Oh!
What are you doing?
Oh,
Oh
God.
no!
Oh, no.
super napped that one.
Oh, man.
Oh, I've paid for my crimes already.
I mean, I don't know how they think
don't
they're
have enough.
stopping.
Oh,
you.
I don't have enough.
Oh, man. Hit me right in
Wait,
the
who
face.
complained?
Oh, here we go.
Wait, did you
It's
guys?
on.
I don't know what you guys heard, but it's not true.
It wasn't me.
Oh, thank you.
Your health is low.
See, everyone's like, what did this person do to deserve this?
The chat is equally mortified
they're
right
talking
now.
about me, right? What
Yeah.
did he do?
Yeah, leave the hero
Yeah,
alone.
come on, he's the hero.
How high can Ben get this?
Yeah.
Hero, your will energy is low.
I like that the guild master is like, hey, you're murdering
by
these
the way-
guards, but you're running out of magic.
He's telling you to be
By
careful.
the
Like he's telling you to
way-
keep going.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's like, be careful, regulate your magic as you're electrifying these innocent lawmen.
He's kind of like Obi-Wan. Like you just hear his voice everywhere.
Yeah. He knows that these guys are masters of evil.
Can you not kill the guards?
Oh, you can. They're just
you go.
very strong.
Grey Fox Forlorn says this is worse than Anakin and the Younglings,
Yeah. What about Tusken Raiders?
but not as bad as Sand.
Okay.
Sand, it gets everywhere.
PS5 gets Younglings.
What?
The Youngling battle. Xbox gets Tusken Raiders.
Younglings, because they turn into Jedi eventually.
Yeah,
Ryan,
you
I
got to
don't
take
even
them
know.
out.
I don't
You
even
gotta take them
understand the
out.
subtraction anymore.
Yeah, I don't understand what you're talking about.
It's the console wars.
Oh. Oh, what? Oh, kicked out of the area. This is my home.
Can I murder people in my own home?
Who were they? Intruders. Gonna have to go to court for that one.
Yeah, gosh.
Yeah,
Figure
well,
that one out.
I think everyone agrees that we are in the right.
Yeah, wait. All they do is kick you out of home. They don't like send you to jail or kill you. Like it's just like, hey,
just
get
can't
out
come
of
back
here.
here.
Stop
Yeah.
causing a ruckus.
Well, I think that's a pretty good stopping point.
I think so.
We got an
too.
hour and a half of Fable in here. That's pretty cool. Pretty good look.
Yeah.
Slow out of the gates, but interesting out of the gates too, right? Like seeing the kid, and
Yeah.
it's very well done.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a happy and safe and wonderful Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in 7 days. We'll see you then.
Yeah, see
Bye.
ya.
Bye.
Bye.